Hello English 1101 students. Welcome to the 10th week of the fall 2016 semester. Alright, so remember that tonight is, if you're watching this on Monday, tonight is the deadline to get those annotated bibliographies in. I will very quickly get to those and let you know whether your research is good enough and what your format on your entries look like. And of course I'll also want to take a look at how you're going to use the actual source and what's in that source. But really I'm going to be looking for, did you go for peer-reviewed sources, and does the formatting look really good? And did you make that change from 7th edition to 8th edition? There's a handout in the MLA folder that takes you step by step, and everything's in color. Everything that needs to be deleted is in red. Everything that needs to be added is in blue, to tell you how to get that done correctly. So bear that in mind as well. Now what I want to do is say that now this week you're going to be working on that research paper and writing that first draft for me, because it's going to be due. I don't remember if it's Friday or Monday, but you've got to do either at the end of this week or beginning of next week. That first draft is due, and I'm going to want you to get that in on time so I can give you my comments on it, so you can do rewrites and raise your grades. The most helpful handouts for that, if you go in the research paper folder, there is an incorporating research PowerPoint slideshow that I put together some time ago, like years ago, that is still pretty relevant and can help you. But that quoting prose handout right below that, and I also put it in the MLA folder so nobody can say they can't find anything in my class. That quoting prose one is also extremely important, because that's going to tell you how you can effectively put your quotes into a paper. Remember, your quotes need to be incorporated smoothly, and those quotes that you pick for your paper need to actually help your argument. They don't need just to be stuck in there for the sake of being stuck in there. If you look at the rubric, part of your grade is whether you did that correctly or not. So pay close attention to those. And there should be a video in there also for the research paper. And I don't remember if it's in the folder or if it's in the front page, but somewhere there is a video on one of those two spaces of how to write a research paper. It's about 30 minutes long, and it took me a long time to make it, but it can help you, since you don't have the benefit of coming into a classroom and hearing me do it in a classroom. Now you can actually watch that video, and hopefully that can help you. So you got that, you got the PowerPoint slideshow, and you've really got that quoting prose handout. Those three resources right there can really help you with that research paper that you're going to be writing. Remember to do it as an argument as well. Remember, you are taking a side this time. You're not taking an objective look, and you're not going to say, well, I agree with both sides, because that paper will fail. You're going to take one side or the other, boom, you're going to go with it. You're going to argue it. Okay? So, that's it for this week. I'm looking forward to seeing those first drafts. I'm also looking forward to seeing those bibliographies, see how your research is coming along, see if you guys are using the resources that I actually give to you. And finally, the last thing I want to say is I have now graded the edits on those narratives. So if you missed out on that, that ship has sailed. You're not going to be able to raise your grade by fixing those grammatical mistakes anymore. Now, whatever grade you've got stuck. Some people did not get as much of a raise in their grade as they had hoped, because they either only corrected like some of the errors, or they didn't go through the end of the essay and look for more errors based upon what they had already corrected. And then of course there might have been an example or two where somebody didn't have that grade in narrative to begin with. So all of those papers have now been graded and returned to you. So the window for making edits is now closed. So be aware of that as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact me through email, by telephone, or if you're in the Albany area, drop by my office. Show me what you look like and say, hi, Mr. Smith, I am so-and-so in your online class, and I have a question, and I'll be happy to answer it for you.